The indictment of James Comey sparks controversy over political allegations. In a landmark move, former FBI Director James Comey was charged on Thursday, marking a significant escalation in political tensions. The indictment, which came days after President Donald Trump publicly demanded U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi investigate him and two political adversaries, highlights the deepening rift between the executive branch and the Department of Justice. Comey's trial, set to begin on October 9th before Judge Michael S. Nachmanoff, a Biden appointee, will test the limits of judicial independence amid accusations of misconduct. The charges, including false statements and obstruction of congressional proceedings, stem from Comey's 2020 testimony during a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing. When questioned by Senator Ted Cruz about his 2017 testimony denying authorizing leaks to the media about an FBI investigation into the Clinton Foundation, Comey steadfastly defended his claims. However, his deputy, Andrew McCabe, faced scrutiny for allegedly authorizing leaks to the press, as revealed in a 2018 Justice Department report. The report found McCabe made multiple false or misleading statements, raising questions about the integrity of the agency's internal investigations. The statute of limitations for the charges expired Tuesday, leaving Comey potentially facing up to 5 years in prison if convicted. Trump, who celebrated the indictment, called Comey a worst human being in a social media post, while Bondi emphasized the DOJ's commitment to holding power accountable. Comey, however, denied the charges in a video on Instagram, asserting his innocence and calling for a fair trial. His statement, "We will not live on our knees," underscored the personal stakes of the case. The case has sparked debates over the role of the Department of Justice under a president known for undermining institutional norms. Trump's recent actions, such as appointing lawyers who served as his personal defense attorneys to top DOJ positions and pardoning over 1,000 individuals, including those charged in the January 6 Capitol attack, have raised concerns about the independence of the judiciary. Critics argue that the president's influence over the DOJ undermines the rule of law, while supporters claim it reflects a pragmatic approach to governance. The indictment also drew attention to the broader implications of political accountability. Senior Justice Department officials warned that career prosecutors in Halligan's office had sent a memo questioning whether probable cause existed for an indictment against Comey. The new acting U.S. Attorney, Lindsay Halligan, who brought the charges despite internal concerns, has become a focal point of controversy. Her appointment followed a bitter dispute with her predecessor, Eric Siebert, who had failed to pursue fraud charges against Comey. Halligan's decision to proceed, despite these challenges, has intensified debates about the balance between executive power and judicial oversight. The case has also drawn criticism from legal experts, who highlight the difficulty of proving allegations related to lying to Congress. While few have been convicted for such charges, the complexity of evidence required to secure convictions often deters lawmakers from taking action. Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, was sentenced to 3 years in prison for lying to Congress, while Roger Stone, another former advisor, was later pardoned. These cases illustrate the high stakes involved in political litigation. The incident also reignited discussions about the politicization of law enforcement. FBI Director Kash Patel, in a social media post, criticized past corrupt leadership for weaponizing federal law enforcement, calling for a return to ethical practices. Senator Chuck Grassley, chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, expressed concern that the indictment could signal a broader trend of using power to target individuals, eroding public trust in the legal system. As the case unfolds, it remains a critical moment in American politics, reflecting the ongoing tension between presidential authority and judicial independence. Whether the outcome will affirm or challenge the principle of checks and balances remains to be seen.